Center.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Raiders win this one to the tune of 13 points. Roy Williams had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Anquan Bolden hauled in over 150 yards receiving and helped his Cardinals beat the Bills. In the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., we had the Redskins end up on the right side of an 11-point game. Over at Lincoln Financial Field, we had the Eagles losing by 13. The Panthers' defense held their opponents to under 100 passing yards in their win at Seattle Stadium. Falcons, Broncos. Terrell Owens is split out at the 3-yard line and takes the quick hitch, touchdown. The Broncos win this one by the final score of 30-7. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Rodney Harrison will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. A hairline fracture of the arm is the initial report, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for 6 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Plaxico Burress might be the biggest loss on this list. It's a torn calf muscle, and the doctors are estimating he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now the big story of the day. Javon Walker is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
In an AFC South matchup, we had the Jaguars win their 4th game of the year. The Jets won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Bills. The Bears win yet again this week and keep their impressive streak alive. Number 22 intercepted 2 balls and helped his Bengals beat the Titans. Colts, Chiefs. Clinton Portis wants to get his team inside field goal range. Gets the handoff at the 42. Oh, he may do more than that. He shakes 2. He could go all the way. Touchdown. The Chiefs go on to win this by the final score of 13-7. By the coal mines of Pittsburgh, we had the Steelers win this one to the tune of 13 points. And in our final game, we had the Giants come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And now that most teams have 7, 8, 9 games under their belts, we're starting to get a pretty good sense for which guys are going to be blue chippers come draft day. Lee is a guy right off the bat that's really impressed me thus far. 5'8", 235, out of Wyoming. I truly believe that he's the kind of runner that a lot of teams would like to get their hands on at the next level. Teams have keyed on him time and time again in his college career, but he still put up awesome numbers. Morrison is another guy that's rounding into form and projects as perhaps the best safety in the draft. He's excellent in blanketing tight ends and backs, but his versatility allows him to be an asset against the run. So that'll do it for now, but you can guarantee that the big board is going to see a lot of risers and fallers between now and April.
So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.